Hi guys, welcome to Model Moment. My name is Henry Tenby. In this edition, we're going to be giving you a tour of this fabulous Russian Soviet Air Force Tupolev 110 Cooker model. So what we've got is a 1950s Tupolev Design Bureau 110. It's a modified Tupolev 105, which was designed especially for the Soviet Air Force. And this design dates from 1957, 1958 thereabouts. As you can see, the registration is 5800, and that always designates the year that the aircraft was made. So the design was from 57, the aircraft flew in 58, and this particular model, 1/72nd scale, is handmade, hand-built in wood by skilled Russian tradesmen, I presume of the era. I'm not sure. It might have been made sometime after the 50s, but this is certainly not a Philippine wooden model. If you can see the accuracy of this model, you would be amazed. There are beautifully scribed flap and metal fabrication lines on the model, and it is just so accurate. I basically looked for a lifetime to find a model like this, and you just cannot find them. They're very hard to find. Alex Pacheco imported these kinds of models into the US maybe 25, 30 years ago. I don't know that he does that anymore, but finding these models, you just can't. You can't find them. It has to come from another collector. I don't know if these models are still produced in Russia. I suspect they are not. So you have to find somebody that actually has one of these models that wants to get rid of them or sell it or trade it. And that's not an easy proposition. Also, they're made of wood, so they're not as durable as fiberglass. They can take chips, and you have to be kind of careful when you handle these models. So let's have a look at it. It's 1/72nd scale, so as you can see, it measures certainly well over 20 inches long with a similar wingspan. I'm going to give you some close-up views so you can see the scribe lines on this. Now, I do have some discoloration up here. That is something I might fix. I might sand that down and do a repaint on that if I feel like at some point in the future. But it's a very accurate model. There are metal what do they call these? Vortex dissipators, I believe. And we've got two of them embedded into the wing surfaces on both sides, which makes that really nice and accurate. The tail is very accurate as well. And if you look closely inside the engines there, you can see we've got turbine compressor hubs, spinners. And yeah, the back looks really good too. So yeah, I just love this model. It's really, really fantastic. It's really gorgeous. Not often can you get quality like this in a wooden model. I mean, Philippine models today, I think everybody knows my views on them. They're definitely not the sum of great work for serious collectors, in my view. They're inexpensive amateur things, but everybody has their own preferences, and some people like them. So, but this model is made by Russian craftsmen in probably the 1960s. It's heavy. They're made of basswood or basswood, which is a typical wood. You can see that thing's nice and solid. But the lines on this model are just gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's fantastic, right? We just lost the stand. So I'll just continue to turn that model around and show you. It's all hand painted. These aren't decals. Every single color that you're seeing on this model is done by hand. I guess they use templates to achieve that. Really, really nice. And the scribe lines on the wing surfaces are just perfect, right? There's no funny marks at all. Now, we've got a tail bumper detail. There is a complete set of landing gear, which is very accurate, but I removed it because the metal that they used, the tin, became bent, and I want to restore it and repaint it, which I will do. But for now, I just display the model on the stand here, the simple replacement stand that I have, because that's just the easiest way to show the model. And yeah, look at that. This is very, very cool. I love the model and hope to find more models like this in the future. But actually, yeah, you can see there's a metal thing here. It just pops out. That is so, and then it just goes back in. This one's in not bad shape, but well, actually, you can see it's dirty as well. So I'll need to fix that and get that looking good. So, are you interested in Russian aircraft yourself? Most Americans and Europeans aren't overly nuts about Russian aircraft models. For whatever reason, I really do like them a lot, and hope to get more of them, and maybe you can share some pictures that you have in your collection with us by leaving comments and pictures and videos in the comment section below of this model. Now, I've been collecting models since the mid-1980s, and I only have a few Russian models in my collection. They're hard to find, and I think it's something that you have to be in Russia, you have to speak Russian to get access to these kinds of models. But have a look. I mean, this is a ruler right here, and that comes to about the halfway point. So it's just under, this model's just under 2 feet long, and it's just a really, really nice model. Do you have a model like this? Do you have any of these wooden models in your collection? If you have any that you'd like to trade or sell, please let me know. And I'd be really interested in hearing from you. If you'd like to learn more about these Russian models, I've written a chapter about them. A whole chapter is dedicated to Russian models in my book, which is the Aircraft Display Model Collector, Investor, and Appraisal Guide, which is 160 pages, all color, talks about all the major model manufacturers. And if you don't already have a copy of my book, you might want to check it out on my website, henrytenby.com, where you can order the book and you can see customer reviews of my book. So, what do you think? Is this something that you'd be interested in? Is it something that's your cup of tea, or is it not quite really what you're interested in, but you can appreciate the level of workmanship that went into this model? Very, very neat stuff, isn't it? Please leave comments below. If you enjoyed this video, perhaps you can give me a good solid thumbs up. If you have other friends that collect travel agent models, please invite them to this channel to watch these videos and leave comments. I'd appreciate that as well. Happy collecting. I hope you enjoyed our first series. This concludes the final chapter 1 in our Model Moment series here on YouTube. And depending on the level of interest that we have received, that'll determine whether we do another follow-on series of 10 episodes. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these, because if we don't have the interest, I won't do it. But if we have great interest, we'll do another 10 for our chapter 2. So I look forward to your comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the passion with me. I'm wishing you all the best in your model collecting. And until next time, if there is a next time, happy collecting, safe travels, and I look forward to your comments. Bye for now.